The CoSIE Constellations for Co-Creation in Public Services Roadmap is a guide to embedding co-creation in public services. It's been produced as part of the CoSIE project, which has piloted co-creation in different public service sectors across Europe. The roadmap brings together ideas, advice and learning from the CoSIE project, its pilot services and underpinning research activities. The roadmap comes in two formats, as a physical poster-cum pocket guide to co-creation and as a multimedia digital product. In its digital format, you can access further information on some of the concepts on the roadmap via embedded hyperlinks. These links will take you to additional text and also audiovisual content. The roadmap is intended to be used as a stimulus for discussion by public sector organisations who would like to co-create all or parts of the services that they provide. It is intended to encourage you to consider a number of concepts and approaches that will add to and hopefully advance how you embed co-creation into your work. The roadmap provides you with a starting point for mapping out your own co-creation constellation to help navigate your journey. The roadmap has been designed for frontline workers, managers and strategic leaders working in public administration who want to introduce or enhance co-creative practices in their work. Whilst it has been designed with the public sector in mind, the map may also be useful for those working in the private sector or non-governmental organisations. There are many steps along the way, and it's likely that no two organisations will follow the same path, as co-creation is highly context dependent. The linear constellation depicted here is perhaps where most services will start when thinking about how co-creation works. But as you delve deeper into this roadmap, you will see that co-creation, rather than being a process, is perhaps best thought of as interconnected concepts. It is this nuance that the remaining constellations depict. The system constellation looks at ideas for co-creation relating to the broader service delivery context. This involves elements such as evaluation, resource allocation, and the use of technology. The multimedia version of the map contains links to the toolkit that provides you with additional information and practical activities to explore what the elements of this constellation might look like in your service context. The Ethical Compass constellation focuses on the values that underpin co-creation for public service organisations. This is perhaps the most important part of the process of co-creation. To coin a well-used phrase, it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. By considering these questions before you embark on your co-creation, you will have a solid ethical basis for your work. The toolkit contains some activities that you can do to identify the core values that will help you navigate your activities. The final constellation, Catalyst for Co-Creation, acknowledges that getting started can often be the hardest part of any process. This constellation details a number of ideas that might help to ignite co-creation and build community. Sometimes the simplest of ideas can help to foster the relationships needed to successfully co-create. A toolkit accompanies the map, and these two products are designed to work together. The toolkit provides more information on key parts of the map, as well as containing tools, resources and practical activities to support co-creation. As well as this video overview, we have also created an animation series that looks at the bumpy road of co-creation. These animations explore some of the challenges public services encounter when embedding co-creation into their work. They are accompanied by a set of reflective questions for you and your fellow co-creators to consider that will support you to develop your own understanding of co-creation and how you can adapt the material to your context. Finally, there is the CoSIE Massive Open Online course, which provides more detailed analysis of the research outputs and findings from the project and additional video training materials. This product is a more structured learning program, intended primarily for students on undergraduate and postgraduate programs relating to public services and academics in the field. It is also useful for people working in public administration who want to gain a more theoretical and policy-based understanding of co-creation to work alongside the practical know-how in this roadmap. So, now it's your turn to explore the co-creation universe.